It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the New Orleans Saints. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. And he's taken down here by the Saints. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. Punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Throwing now is Morgan. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, Morgan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
41-yard line.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down by
a lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Morgan. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
23 yards on the play.
23 yards. First down, Washington.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
23 yards, the final tally.
At the 38-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Morgan. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 22-yard line. First down, Morgan with it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. Over the middle, complete. It's Joseph. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue?
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints add on to their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Find some space up to about the 25. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. After getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Cameron Jordan made the tackle. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Rosa's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The 17-yard line.
Now Morgan off the bootleg. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's brought down, giving this one up to about the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
35-yard line.
Running with Kamara. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Some space here, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. And Washington now going to use the first of their... Three timeouts. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Morgan. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Morgan, and his throw here is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Morgan from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
6-yard line.
Free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 21.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 21 yards away. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Extra point.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. So we'll reach halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll run. This is Kamara. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. To throw is Morgan. Off the bootleg. And it is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is out of bounds here. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, third quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now their defense came through to the goal line stand, got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here.
And this returnable for Harris.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Morgan sets up to throw on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Morgan to throw.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And the lead is up to 14.
It is good. Makes the score Saints 24. Washington.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Takes over 1st and 10.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lots of look to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Saints 31. Washington.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to try and go deep again. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Harris to return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
48-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Morgan being chased out left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
3. It's 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd.
Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, They have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
The ball carried by
the tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
At the 10-yard line.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Jeremy Sprinkle, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Morgan.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Morgan, 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Morgan.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, Morgan.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
24-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Off of a play fake, here's Morgan.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
At the 6-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Morgan. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
The tackle made.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He can run for it, and he will.
A nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though? In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Saints 31,